Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with Imperial Splendour. We're playing as Prussia, and last time around I think we dealt with the French. But we are moving now to deal with the Russian-Danish alliance, as the Russians are gaining territory on the Austrians, and I'd hate to... also, we want to avenge against the Russians for taking out our vassals, Sweden. So that's why we're going there. We're still actually at war with France, but they are barely able to scrape any troops together, so it's not looking like a problem. I have placed garrisons along the borders. I've garrisoned troops along the border, so it should be fine. Same with what I'm preparing for against the Russians and the Danish. We have gone ahead and added garrison troops to the border towns. I've also gone ahead and implemented what someone said I should do, which was tear down the enemy barracks and build my own, and that actually did enable me to build troops. So I guess it's because they're nation specific, so you can only recruit those troops out of there. But since I'm not the nation, or I'm not that culture, I can't do it, so it's tied to that. So you have to tear them down to build your own. I'm also building forts at a number of places. We've been able to build the Brandenburg Gate and the Imperial Palace, so that's pretty cool. Also been able to build this up. So the Braunschweiger Schloss has been built up, so lots of happiness and wealth, and also some research points. I think, wait, last time around was a naval battle that I lost, right? I can't remember what I did with the rest of their navy. It was a single ship that made it away. And that single ship, is carrying the army of von Brunswick, which is part of my planned invasion force. So we've got 3 armies. We've got von Brunswick there. He's going to attack and take Stockholm. We have... ah yes, Knopfeldorf actually died in between episodes, unfortunately. So he has been replaced by Mullendorf. There's a lot of dwarfs in control of this army. He's a poor general, and he's lacking in moral fiber. 69 years old. Sounds like a stand-up guy, Mullendorf. Hopefully, just by winning battles, we'll be able to turn that around. Mullendorf's army group has also received new units. Feldjäger regiments, Lightfoot. So we got 2 of those have been embedded in his army. I am trying... there's also mounted Jaegers, but I haven't recruited any of those. You can only recruit 1 actually. Now I'll take a closer look at it. We're trying to work our way to get the light infantry, so we can actually get Fusilier battalions. But a lot of other stuff, it seems like we kind of maxed out the units that you can have. Most of the other stuff we can kind of research is mostly just improvements on previous discovered technologies. So those are the 2 armies going for Sweden and Denmark. Then we need something in the east, and we're gonna block the Austrians, or I mean the Russians, which are currently moving into Austrian territory. They've just taken Klausenberg in Transylvania, so we're going to try and attack them over there. I've got Gerhard von Blücher, and he's going to move in. He's going to take Lemberg, and then we're going to move down, and we're going to see about coming into battle with these guys. With commander, who is it? Mikhail Razumovsky. Mikhail Razumovsky. And we're gonna fight him over there, hopefully, at some point. Then, across the border, I do have my garrison forces set up. Looks like across the border the Russians don't really have anything to put up against us. We might just push forward. The idea though is just to kind of cut the Russians to size. I'm not gonna do a total annihilation on them because I want to focus on actually completing the mission at hand, which is uniting the Germans. So, part of this is necessary because I need to declare war on this alliance just to capture Denmark, because that's part of the objective. But we really want to take out the rest of this, and in so doing complete the mission. Right now, as you might know, I'm running 3 campaigns, and it's a little bit too much to be able to focus on all 3 in a coherent and good way. I haven't actually started the new World War I one, which is Serbia, but that will come shortly. And then the Between Empires, which is doing really well, so I've been kind of focusing on that because the views on that has been really good. So that's why you've seen that a lot. So yeah, let's kick off the war, and we're gonna kick it off by declaring war on Denmark, and we'll see if Russia will actually honor the alliance. Declare war. I will call on aid from the others, and the war is on. Everyone joined, and Denmark is joined by Russia, and so now the Great War has started. We're gonna take Mølledorf, and we're gonna start marching here. Now the Danish Navy might actually block us here, which I noticed. But I'm hoping that the Danish Navy... Oh, they have a fire ship. Dr. Anna Sophia. I'm kinda hoping that the Danish Navy will be lured out to maybe attack our ship up here. Or if some way I need to lure this fleet away so that I can actually march across the ice and attack the Danish capital. We're gonna go ahead and land our forces here so he can go ahead and attack. There is a Russian army somewhere marching along here. Oh, that's a Russian navy. Okay, I think we want to try to avoid that one. Let's go into port here, or capture Visby. And then let's bring the attention of Mikhail by attacking his rear guard. Okay, so it actually kind of wants me to play this battle because the balance is not necessarily in my favor. So I guess we're gonna have to do that. I was hoping to actually be able to do quite a few moves, but I think after we've done with this, I could possibly see about making sure that I can outrun ourselves, Stockholm, and possibly even the Danish capital, because it was very lightly defended. So let's go ahead and do that. It's a siege battle, so it'll take a while for me to break down the walls and make preparations to storm the fort. So I'll cut away from that. But, yeah, with that said, we're gonna start the battle, and you'll join back when I'm ready to storm the castle. Prepare fire! And down goes the Russian hussars. As we can see, we've made quite a number of holes in the wall, 3 to be precise. I'm going to make a 4th one. We're moving the musketeer battalions over to attack on this side. So we're gonna have 2 going through this one, 2 going through that one, and then I've got the grenadiers coming in over here with the 2 elite battalions as well. And we're gonna have them march over there. And everything should be set for us to charge into the castle. Right, now this one has been torn down. We are good to go to charge inside. We've managed to lock one of the units up on the wall. That's pretty good. It's a garrison battalion of almost 500 men that has now been more or less locked out of battle. I'm gonna keep targeting them with the artillery. It could be difficult though, because these guys, as they will be locked up here, there's no way I can kind of go up and kill them all, as it were. We could try to shoot them down, but that could be difficult. So it could be like they're stuck sort of in a bunker, in a sense. I think we'll already approach here, and then rather than having these guys go there, we'll have them go through this side instead. We'll have the light infantry advance, we'll have the grenadiers advance, we'll have the guards advance. This house is about to be broken down. I should really, like, focus on it. Anyone standing close to it should die and be crushed underneath it. And there's quite a few enemy troops here. So that could be pretty nice, bringing down this house. It doesn't... Oh, there we go. I was about to say it doesn't look like it's particularly broken down. So I bet we crushed quite a lot of enemy troops around here. Crushed one artillery guy over there. Probably crushed a few guys around here as the building collapsed upon them. I'm gonna tell the howitzers to switch back to explosive shot and fire at will on whatever they see fit. We're slowly but surely surrounding the enemy castle. Let's run to position. I don't know, maybe it's not worth it firing the cannon shots up here because they're bouncing all over the place. And there's possibly a risk of friendly fire. Let instead the volleys roll on and see if we might be able to shoot down the troops on the top of the wall. I shot one in that volley. Yeah, I don't think my cannon shots are doing too much. Yeah, barely anyone is getting shot. We'll just tell them to hold fire and then they can reload, so they prepare to fire at the troops inside instead. Tell the cannons to hold fire. We're gonna have the grenadiers go in through the holes. And we'll let the howitzers go for as long as possible. You can see that they have hit quite a few troops inside. Destroyed a few carriages for the cannons. And killed quite a lot of cavalry and other troops. Pretty cool unit over here. I found these Cossacks. Super long lances. It's probably a pretty devastating charge on these guys. And then we have a number of different Russian troops inside here. Let's go ahead and cover the entrances. I think we'll move up you first to cover... No, what we'll do, we'll take all three like that. So we'll be able to shoot inside. We'll tell these guys to hold. And we'll do similarly on this side, where we'll have them moved up like that. Probably get a reaction from inside the castle now. Yes, we've got some light hussars streaming forwards. Those guys gonna get shot down. I'm gonna order the howitzers to target the center. We're gonna tell every one of these to fire at will. Same with the Grenadiers, they're already firing at will. The Hussars that tried to break out through the main gate got shot down and are now retreating. These guys don't want to fire at all. Are these guys going out by the side gate? If they do, we'll move the elite infantry to deal with them over there. What was that? That was enemy canister being fired by from the cannons inside? I think we'll break in first over here. Maybe I can get one of my units inside the house. You know what? Let's go ahead and start this. Charge. Charge. And then you can charge in there. And then you can go ahead and charge in there. And you'll follow. And then these guys will advance, we'll deal with that one that's coming over there. And if someone wants to come out through the gate, then this unit's ready to shoot them. Just like they're trying right now. Might be a time to actually tell the howitzers to stop firing. So my Grenadiers charging in through here. We've got 2 units coming in over here, one of which is going to go into the house. The other one is going to try and set up as a line. And hopefully I can kind of set them up firing at the enemy back here. The enemy that is coming out over here. Oh, we've had one enemy cavalry unit manage to get out. But I still have this one. Oh, they moved in again. Okay, the enemy moved to bayonet charge over here. Which means that we didn't get to fire. But it looks like it's going pretty good for our guys, comparatively, against the enemy. They're losing slightly. But we have so many, with twice as many in terms of numbers. And then with this unit inside here now, being able to shoot all over the courtyard. The charge over here didn't go too well. It was blocked by enemy hussars. So we didn't even get in. Didn't I tell you guys to... Oh yeah, I told them to fire in towards the courtyard. Now I want you not to fire at all. Let's tell them to drop the guard mode. Get the guys to spread out a bit more as they move in. The shooting here isn't going our way. Let's see if we can get more troops inside on this side. Right now they're just getting mowed down by the enemy. The enemy over there was broken. See, I don't want to pile on too many troops through the openings because really only one unit is able to effectively get in and fight against the enemy. Here we get kind of attacked by 2 units, a garrison unit and a normal unit. Hopefully though, this fight over here is going to be supported by the others as they break through. I kind of notice here that a lot of it, you can kind of see how laggy it looks. Because the units are kind of stuck in here. I think it's because this one's trying to move in and out. And it's part of the problem of having so many units in the... or so many troops in the units that is causing this problem. And when they get stuck on different buildings and stuff. It's not going to be a smooth replay, which kind of bothers me. Or it's times, like now it looks good. But other times it's not so much. we're about to overrun this unit. They're down to 100 men. And we still have almost 300. We're about 270. They're about to rout as well. Maybe if I send this one in and try to completely break them. Once we do that, we can break out, kill off these, fire on the units that is holding over here, and then help out the unit that is down there. Oh, one was really going for it. So he charged way too far through the enemy unit. They're down to 70 men. The unit that's been fighting the Russians just gained 2 chevrons, I believe. I'm gonna push this smaller unit through. Or when I say smaller, it's not that much smaller, but I'm gonna force it through, and we're gonna set up to fire into the back of this one. This was the problem I was looking at. The enemy firing from on top. So they're gonna, yeah, the Russians here are gonna fight to the very end. Let's just charge through and go for the artillery. And then see if we can aid out over here. And try to capture the flag as well, to make sure that we secure this place. Now my unit is kind of shaken. I'm hoping they'll be able to fire up here and break the will of those guys. Kind of breaking the artillery. Once again, it kind of starts to lag again. I think it's because the artillery trains are trying to get out. Could be that. Could be something else. I kind of want you guys to open fire here. Or maybe I shouldn't, because the enemy over there is kind of already beaten. There's so few of them left. Go back and end that Russian unit. And the artillery is yet to be broken. Let's forget about them. Get over here. Maybe I should get up on the wall so I can get my elite units through. This unit's it's almost wavering. Or it is wavering. Let's see if we can push through and actually finish that fight. There's 20 men on there, and there's 4 light horse over here. Oh no, my unit's routing, and it's routing straight through the enemy. That means that probably that musketeer battalion is gonna get killed. Like, very few of those guys are gonna get out. We're gonna set up right there, and I think we're actually gonna move out of the house and set up right there. Let's see how many troops got out. 34-30, they're down to 30 men. Yeah, it looks like that battalion is gonna die. Can I push through with the grenadiers? Kinda try and save this one. They're down to 7-6. Yeah. Unfortunately, that battalion, because it's stupid, and retreated through the enemy instead of around it, it's going to die. So we lost the musketeer battalion. And that was a pretty experienced one as well. It had 4 at the start. So I'm capturing the main flag, but we're also firing to the back of the enemy, which is... It says that they're winning slightly, but that's just in the melee. Now when we're actually shooting them in the back, that's going to turn around. There's only 1 guy left over there. This unit's about to open fire. So that's going to be nice. We've got 1 minute until victory, and seemingly having a hard time to get this one last garrison guy. Do you want to stab him, or what do you want to do? What, you gonna leave him? If you can't beat him in melee, then shoot him. The Russian is following in after. Is he gonna stab one? Oh, no, they're just pushing around each other. Good firing going into the back of the Russian units. They're wavering, they're exhausted. They were winning the melee until they started getting shot up through the back here. And now they're getting cut to pieces. The one single soldier is dead. Two men of the 6th regiment managed to get out, but not enough to reform a regiment around 2 people. And there we have it. Victory. Let's go back to the campaign map, shall we? And here we have the result of that battle. I lost 1,200 men, almost 1,300 in taking the castle. The enemy lost everything, of course, since it was a siege battle. Unfortunately, we lost that one regiment. If you take a look at remains, there's probably one here that says 0. Somewhere. Musketeer battalion, 2 people. And there's clearly not one here with 2 people. So we're gonna have to recruit down one again. Actually, we should really fill this one out to be a full stack. But we managed to take the settlement. Is not too happy. It's got 3 minus. Mostly because of foreign occupation, of course. But there's quite a bit of religious unrest. 2 points. Just quite a lot. That's mostly because we don't have any Protestants in the province whatsoever. Here comes another one of my spies. With us taking this, we kind of cut him off from resupplies. We've got Russian troops moving in over here. We've got another general coming in. Most of the province is kind of burnt down and cut to pieces. Oh, there's a school. Maybe that. There was no clamor for the reform, though, because it was broken already. But we're gonna burn it down even worse. Yes. Let's go ahead and end turn, because I also want to kind of out-result Stockholm. And then we'll see kind of if the enemy reacts. What the enemy does to our attack, what the Danish do. I don't know where the Danish have their army. If they don't have it here, are they placing all their troops in Norway? Should really get their navy to pick them up and get them home, wherever they are. We seem to have a problem with trade with Spain constantly. It's because I think they're constantly kind of going through revolutions. And revolutionaries burning down their only port to trade through. We're building metal roads. We've got a castle in Vilnius. The first Russian force have crossed the border over here, so we've got a small force crossing our border over here. What I could do is possibly take the garrison forces of this one, attack over here, and I could do similarly with this one, attack over there. Not so much to actually assault and take them in one turn, but maybe just lay siege. I want to test out this one first. I could possibly go ahead and just out-result that one. This one might be a little bit harder. Oh, we gain aid by the Austrian force. Also, there was a big renewed effort by the Austrians. They had a lot of troops moving around all over the place. But now they seem to be like a renewed vigor within the Austrian army to send their troops to the front. You know what? These armies are newly recruited. I can go ahead and maybe lose some men. So we lost 600 men here. Not entirely sure how many our allied lost in this battle. But I managed to take that settlement from the Russians. Ooh, this place is very unhappy. Foreign occupation. This place definitely needs to be rebuilt. Let's force our way into this castle as well then. After assault, we lost 300 over here. And another place falls to us. Not as unhappy over there. What I could think about doing is actually giving this territory, possibly giving it back to the Russians once I want peace with them. the idea here was really the reason was there was a big concern about the Russians growing too big. Where did their army here go? Or did they split it up? I want to see. I want to continue along the road here, just see if they. Yeah, they. For some reason, they split this army up. This, however, there the gathering troops to actually attack our army over here. It seems. Replenishing is going to just cost me 8 or 2,000. Gonna get a musketeer. Actually, I should get 2 additional musketeers. Well, you know what? I don't even need to recruit troops here. I built the garrison army here just in case. But we can send down 2 of the musketeers. 3 of the musketeers. And now this army is a full stack. We've got plenty of musketeers to lose. So that's nice. We managed to take this. We're gonna burn down the church school. We're not gonna spread their religion. We're gonna spread our own, if any. A lot of Russian troops up here. Let's go ahead and see what happens if I try to lay siege. 2 units! 1,000 men is garrisoned in Stockholm. I demand surrender, and surrender is accepted. In Sweden is now falling under our control. It's gonna cost a lot. 8,000 to repair the royal palace. But that's what I'm gonna have to do because no, I can the Royal Academy. Royal Academy is 6,000. But it's a little bit less, and it gives 2 happiness, which should kind of even it out, plus the loss of unhappiness, so it should be fine. There's a little bigger of a Danish army over here. Their fleet still, but I can block them in with this ship this turn, which allows me to pass over, lay siege. I think even if I probably could outresolve this one, I want to play it just because it's the new general, and I want to test out the Jaegers. But that's going to be for next episode. So there, we managed to pass on through there. Once that's done, I should probably send this into port, and then maybe send this one by ship up to attack Norway. They have Russian troops. Oh, there's a Norwegian army. Or I mean Danish army. All the way. It's almost as far up in Sweden as you can get. Which is pretty odd. So that's a major blow to the Russian-Danish alliance. Or mainly Russia in this case. Russia lost 1, 2, 3, 4 territories. 4 big ones as well. Especially Sweden was a big loss. If we go to their capital, they're probably gonna get war awareness pretty quickly here. Now they do have resistance to foreign occupation, which is the Austrians which are in here. If they could leave, then that 12 plus I still wouldn't cause revolution in Russia. Although maybe we don't want Russian revolution because we know what happens then. But that seems pretty good. With this, I'm gonna say, as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!